want to address myself today to Gen Zs, the young people, especially those who are just about to finish college or they're finished and they're looking for a job here, applying for jobs, interviews, and generally starting life. I want to share with you some of the tidbits that I think will be useful in your search for employment, especially the pitfalls that you need to avoid as you continue with your search. Because here at Fountain of Hope Treatment Center, where yours truly works, we often receive applications, people seeking employment. We also offer internships for pre-graduates and young graduates who are looking for an attachment, skills on-job training. And so I meet Gen Zs looking for jobs or inquiring about jobs. And I've seen a trend among our young people, our Kenyan Gen Z. I haven't gotten a request from outside the country, so I didn't talk about that. Our Kenyan Gen Z, you get a feeling like the Gen Zs are in a hurry to get to that job in such a way that they start using what can be considered shortcuts, and these shortcuts portray them in bad light. I receive calls from people, unknown numbers. I'm not aware who the caller is. I haven't saved you in my phone book. I don't know you. I've never met you. Okay. And so this number calls me and says, "Oh, are you Fountain of Hope?" Some of them may even know your name, Dr. BMS. My name is so-and-so. I'm looking for a job. I recently graduated and I'm a counselor. I'm a psychiatric nurse. I am a doctor. I'm looking for a job. Do you have any jobs? Some of them write SMS, okay? Some of them will write something on social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, and they're asking for a job. And when I look at this, I say, but who is this? Who is writing this? First, it is unsolicited because we've not put an advert out there asking for people to apply for jobs, so it's unsolicited. This person is unknown to me, so you don't know if this person is a real serious person or is someone who is into playing some fraud, some games, because again, we've had such things, people misusing the internet or telephone to get other things that they are not saying outrightly from the outset. And so I engaged some of them in a chat and I asked, but how did you get a number? Oh, a friend of mine told me a hospital you may be employing, so I wanted to find out. Then I tell them the best way is not to call, not to write an SMS. Why don't you write a letter? Nowadays, people write electronic letters. It's called email, electronic mail. Why don't you write a letter? Either a hard copy or email. Because a letter is the acceptable way, the official way to look for a job. And that way, then it can be sorted out and you get a response. And I find some of these callers actually surprised and even thanking me for this because they didn't know that this is what you should do. For them, just calling and finding out is the right way. And one day, one of them told me that I wanted to call and know if there's a job before I apply so that I don't just apply and maybe there is no job. So I asked them, but if there's a job, how are you sure that it's for you? You will get it. Even if you apply, you will get it. It amounts to the same thing. There may be a job you apply and you don't get it. Or there's no job and you apply and you don't get it. Okay? So this shows the shortcut that I'm talking about. And it is something I want to caution our Gen Z, our young people about, because we are living in a world that is transitioning. We are living in the information age, so they say, and now we have got social media. It is a new phenomenon. We have got internet, new phenomenon, and it's allowing people to communicate across vast distances in real time. And so people are taking up on this because they have this advantage of giving you that instant connection. But you need to pause and think that the industry that you are in, the step you want to take, looking for employment, the industry you are in, or you want to go in, maybe the health industry, whatever. What are the norms? What are the rules that guide this? How do people take it in the health industry? For example, if you discuss health matters about people, whatever, on social media, your diagnosis, you put it there, or whatever, how do they? You may find that this is an industry that is still conservative. People value confidentiality. People value procedure. People value an orderly way of doing things. People are not so much into instant results like maybe the entertainment industry. And so if you come across as someone who wants to jump the queue, you want to be told there is a job before you apply, yet nobody had called you to tell you there could be a job. It's an unsolicited call, and yet you want to get a commitment or a pre-commitment before you send in your application. Then you come across as someone who is in a haste, someone who wants to jump the queue, someone who does not like to follow procedures, and that worries us. For example, for me as a doctor, if you are a nurse and you are that kind of person, I'm saying this is a nurse who can actually take shortcuts to the detriment of the patients that he or she will be taking care of. Because you can see, if she does not want to follow the procedure that is known, write an application, wait for a response, and is writing an SMS or a WhatsApp message to a stranger just because he hears that stranger is the director of the center, then this is a person who may be too much in a haste, and this may not be good. Some people write a letter, an email, which is okay, is a formal thing. But you can even see that as they were writing this, they're in a hurry. The haste, the shortcut way also cuts across. This person went to a cyber cafe and asked the operator to send these documents, maybe a CV, photocopies of some certificates, and sent to the email of Dr. BMS. Dr. BMS at job application, blah, 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 what. And so you get this email in your inbox. It has no heading. It's just forward and blank. It has a bunch of attachments. There is no caption. There is no cover letter. There is no line, a sentence on the email that says, dear so-and-so, I'm so-and-so, I'm looking for a job or whatever. So it's you now to click on these things, believe that it's not a spam message that is not going to steal your credentials like people want to con others. You know, those scams, those email scams. So you want to click on an attachment, but you are not sure if this is a virus or it is really a document that's genuine. So a leap of faith, you click on that attachment and you find there are these CVs, certificates, some of them, someone attended a computer training course for 3 days, they have put all sorts of things. A recommendation letter from the nursery school they attended. And you're like, this kind of a person, really? This looks an unserious person. You just went to your box and took all the documents you could have, took to a cyber cafe, told the cyber cafe operator, scan these documents and send to this address. So it's for me, Dr. BMS, and my team to start knowing, oh, this person is looking for a job. That's why they are sending me the CV. They are a nurse, a psychiatric nurse. No, I want to caution Gen Zs. Please take your time to do a good job. Appear to be a serious person. Don't take shortcuts. You're looking for a job. You've gotten an idea, someone that Dr. BMS is employing in his hospital. Look for that email. Write a letter, an email, electronic mail. Or if you can drop in a hard copy in the post office, look for the post office. Kenya Posta still works. Drop it there. Or if you are using someone who is like a scout, an aide, that scout will have contacts with the organization you want to work for. So he or she will go and they will meet the way they meet, and you say there's someone who can do this job I know, and you can then come online, apply, and be interviewed. But don't take shortcuts. Don't send an SMS to a stranger inquiring about a job. Don't write them a Facebook message, a WhatsApp message. Do not write an email that is not captioned, full of documents that may serve no purpose. You are giving this person a lot of work to sift through that, and as they do that, they get bored along the way. They may discard that mail. They may suspect this mail is a spam. This is a virus, it will injure my computer. And they discard it. Or even if they go through it, they may see this is a person who is sloppy with their work. I'm going to employ someone who can give a patient the injection and leave the needle stuck in the patient's vein because their phone rang and they feel like they have to answer their phone, and they go out and start chatting with their friend for hours, forgetting they were doing a procedure that they did not finish. So, Gen Z, times are hard. Jobs are scarce. You are looking for a job, do the right way. Remember, the competition is stiff because times are hard. Everyone is looking. So, as employers, we are looking for people who stand out, not people who are ordinary or below ordinary. Remember also that we are in a transition phase, especially you, the Gen Z. You are in a transition phase where you are in the new era, the information, the digital era, but most of the people who control employment today are still people of Dr. BMS generation, who are not the digital. They are not the Gen Zs. They are not the millennials. They are people who are born earlier than that. So for us, we do not understand SMS, a Facebook post, the way you do. Some of us don't even have active Facebook or social media accounts. And so if you're going to use that and you want to reach an employer like me, who is more or less digitally literate, then you are going to be at a disadvantage compared to someone who uses the standard, the acceptable way of reaching out to employers. Because we are transitioning, soon things will change. When your time will come, you as a Gen Z or a millennial, you have your company you are employing, at that time, maybe things will have changed and it will be acceptable to apply for a job on SMS or on social media or whatever will be existing at that time. I don't know. And that will be okay. But for now, please, if you are targeting an employment, know about the industry, know about the principal actors in that employment, in that industry, and use the acceptable medium for connection, for application, for interaction with this, and you will do well. That's my message today, particularly for Gen Zs. I wish you well in your search. I hope to see you again in another video of Dr. BMS.